As you look, the clubs that these tiny little snotlings are wielding, as you're looking at them, you realize that they all have like these very primitive paintings of flames on them. And as you look at it, you also realize that there are little ropes attaching the mace to the snotling's hand, which is like those lanyards aren't that uncommon. If you like drop it, you can still have it in your hand. But what's odd is that it's not wrapped around the base of the mace, it's attached to a pin in the bottom of the mace. And you realize that these snotlings are running at you with hand grenades.
Oh, cool. I'm just wondering, real quick.
Yep.
How these rolls work.
Yep, go for it.
Did I roll a 46? Is that what I rolled?
So you rolled a... No. You rolled a 2. So your target number is 46. Then you see the dash and then the 2 in the parentheses.
Okay. Well, I rolled
2 is what you rolled. Yeah, which is why you have 4 degrees of success.
Shouldn't that be 6 degrees of success, though? Well, here's the thing: is I have unnatural intelligence 2, and trade is an intelligence skill.
Oh, then you would add that in as an additional bonus.
Oh, because on the sheet it has a thing for unnatural characteristics, and I thought it was going to add it automatically. So a lot of my successes actually have been 2 better than what they should have been. I've just been thinking this entire time that it was automatically doing it. That's why I've been looking at the numbers, trying to figure out how this was working.
Doesn't look like it. I'll take a look at your sheet after the session just to make sure it's working. Oh, it's cool. Character's eyes light up.
Yeah, it's unanimated. That's why I said I wanted to... Something... It also has the no-jaw-mouth thing going on, what I wanted as well.
It seems to only be giving you a plus 10 bonus to it.
Well, no, that was the plus 10 you gave me.
Added it.
Yeah, yeah. It didn't do the unnatural intelligence at all.
Oh, got it. So
I
unnatural, you should be at... Yeah, for things like that, you should have been target number 56.
Well, no, because remember, I have to succeed the roll before the unnatural characteristic applies. That's what you explained to me before. So I thought it was going to do it automatic, so that's why I think I'm the only one with unnatural characteristics, so that's the only...
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I have, like, ballistics trained. I'm wondering if it's adding in the plus 5 now for the simple training there. I'll figure that out later.
Is that simple training? Isn't that plus 10 as the initial?
5.
No, it's every time you buy... So it's a simple upgrade, right? So you'll get a plus 5 for the simple, and then the advanced, and then so on.
Oh, okay. So, I thought those were increments of 10. I didn't know they were increments of 5.
Nope, they're increments of 5, and when you do that, it doesn't actually change the number in your stat block. That's just a reminder for you that you've already purchased this.
Well, shit, I haven't been adding that at all either.
Yeah.
I thought this sheet was good.
Yeah, there we go. So we'll add in 5 later. I haven't missed by that much anyway.
Well, it's amazing that I've been succeeding at any of my rolls. Gotta add plus...
You're just good.
Yeah, I should have been adding plus 10 to every tech use and everything else as well.
Though I guess you are up next.
Well, I don't know if the snotlings all acted.
Yes, you are up next. They're still trying to get up close for their tiny arms to be able to throw these things at you.
Well, then I guess I should drop a grenade out the window. I was thinking the gun would be better, but if like I'm being overrun by grenade suicide snotlings, then...
Yep.
So it really looks like my side's crowding up. So what, a D100 to see if I don't drop it at my feet?
Basically.
I think the amazing thing is that I could probably survive a grenade with no damage.
Oh yeah, definitely. Considering the average roll would be like 10.
Yeah. And I can take that.
You take your grenade, you stick it outside, and you just drop it. Roll me 2d10. Oh, nice! Yeah, you clear out a number of these snotlings on the other side. You watch as 4 of these snotlings just get completely wrecked.
I think I should also say, Sergeant Laszlo, they're all holding grenade clubs. I think you should warn the back line before they get too close.
I think I'm too far from the box to do that.
It's 2 steps away at a generous pace.
Too far. Way too far.
If you don't, we'll tell them. They might also start shelling us still.
We don't want them dropping those grenades.
Just a suggestion, sir.
Nov, let's see how... Now that they're getting close enough, you have 2 lines of trenches opening fire on them.
Alright, so yeah, let's take a half action to move back here and another half action to operate the radio and warn that they are wielding grenades as melee weapons.
Oh, they're that guy from My Hero Academia.
Yeah, it looks like the first wave is almost completely dealt with at this point, as they're just shoot him. No, as the lines are pretty precise with their fire, and that combined with the heavy weapons teams, by the time they got to the front line of the concertina wire, it was really just a turkey shoot for these people.
You know,
And as you look at it, you heard rumors that these orcs were supposed to be super resilient and hard to kill, but these things just they die like nothing.
I just had a realization, or a remembrance, as it were. My respirator is a Vox.
Oh yeah.
It's a Vox caster though, correct?
Ah, shit, I don't remember the second word. I just remember the word Vox.
So that might just be a way of like almost like a loudhailer. It might just be a way of allowing you to talk loudly.
Mhm.
It might not actually be a radio system. Although that would be cool.
Hold on.
I'll look it up.
156? I've got it.
Priest. All right, cool. But meanwhile,
respirator
Sergeant
unit is a
Laszlo-
Vox synthesizer, so
Ah,
capable of transmitting the voice in a variety of ways.
nice.
I don't know what that means.
So basically, you can, if you'd like, you can select a bunch of different accents. or
Oh, okay.
languages.
So it's literally just it is a synthesizer. Okay.
Yeah. So, Sergeant Laszlo, what would you like to do? There are 9 remaining snotlings that will be able to get to you by the next turn.
Hmm.
Similarly, it looks like the cannons are still operational.
Well, I think it's time to defend myself here. So, now when I bought my talent, I didn't look through it as precisely as I should have. One moment, and I'm reading that the ambidextrous talent only helps the 2-weapon wielder talent. Now, if I
So what it allows you to do, right now you have a chainsword and a pistol, right? Now, with ambidextrous, right, if you didn't have ambidextrous, whatever was in your offhand would have a penalty to your attack roll. But because you're ambidextrous, you
Right.
can use either your chainsword or your pistol, however you'd like, without any penalties to it. Now, if you go 2-weapon
okay, I
fighter,
just can't attack twice with them.
right, now 2-weapon fighter allows you, if you have a weapon in each hand, to attack twice, right? But there's a penalty
Okay.
if you don't have ambidextrous. And then there's, so like, I think it's a 20-point penalty for your second attack. And then ambidextrous makes it
Yeah,
10,
sounds good.
and then if you get the tier 3 talent, it's no penalties.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess while I'm here, shoot one of the snotlings with the pistol.
Do it.
Let me get my sheet out.
Gretchen.
I didn't have aim. Or did I have enough? Is this a new turn?
This is a new turn.
This is
Yep,
your
so
turn
you
right
have-
now. You just walked back over to the box.
That's correct.
All right, so walk over to the box and then defend myself.
Oh, no.
Did you not pick up the box and say
Point
something?
blank. Well, you know, I've got the time. I do. So, what he's gonna call on the box to the rear lines and those around and say they all have grenades. Be vigilant, and I will cancel this attack.
You hear them calling over the Vox as they receive your intel. You hear the same voice from before. And effectively he goes, Sergeant Laszlo, this is Major Adeline Greymar. Can you hold? Can you hold your position?
We are holding. Over.
Stay on the line. If we lose contact with you, we're going to be firing danger close.
Some more.
Acknowledged.
Out.
Over.
and then hangs
Don't
out.
get off the phone.
Hangs up. Like, oh, I guess they lost him.
No, he,
Do we have
he
enough
keeps
minutes
on,
for-
and then he tells the men, "Defend me. If I go down, they shall this exact spot."
Sergeant, maybe just take some tape out and tape the button down.
I don't
They
have
didn't
any
issue me
tape.
tape.
Use
Sergeant,
You
some.
have
if you
tape?
die, try to land on top of the radio.
Try to wedge the button down with a heavy object.
Like my
Like
corpse.
the dead man switch, where like they cut off the hand, but it's still holding the button.
Put
down.
a quarter in between the button and the mechanism.
Is that all you wanted to do, Sergeant Laszlo?
Well, that's all I had the ability to do. Just walk over for a half action and then make the call. So unless
enough.
I can defend myself better, like to take a dodge action or something.
Well, that's a reaction.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no!
I don't know what
good.
you guys are looking at when you're making that reaction.
I'm looking at 3.3 degrees of success with the cannon.
Oh, okay.
I hope that wasn't us.
I was scanning the battlefield to see if something large had appeared on the map.
So, that's not so good. Let's see, third cannon. Yeah, also not good. Ooh, that cannon jams. So like,
Oh, beautiful.
the one that was gonna shoot at you again is still jammed.
Omnicide protects me. I mean, the three guys in the other observation post, they're still good, so...
And this one is going for the observation post. Swing and a miss. So yeah, that observation post is just getting pounded. It looks like most of the frontal defense works has started to crumble. However, and more seriously, Sergeant Laszlo, roll me 1d4. And that's going to determine which of these squads that is currently fighting to help defend you gets struck directly.
That's how many
Oh,
of your
the one all the way on the end.
so many of your own party members die.
Oh shit! There's only 4 of us. I'm included in that number.
No, I think he means like of the lines, like not us.
I'm joking. I was joking. He already explained what it meant before I could make my joke, so...
Yeah. Basically, you watch as there's just a direct hit in one of the trenches. Sergeant Laszlo, because you're on the Vox and you're looking out, you can actually see where one of the heavy gunners in the trench line protecting your right flank just gets shredded. You actually watch as the blast lifts him up and tosses his body outside of the trench.
Is that these guys
Him and
back
his-
here?
They're all gone. Yeah, it's actually... Hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm on the right. Yeah. It's actually these folks right here.
Oh, way back.
Yeah, they got... 2 of them are tanked now, sadly. But other than that, all the other cannons are still ineffective.
I mean, there's so many rows to go through. I mean, we're gonna win the day.
Oh yeah.
The collective we, maybe not.
Short.
No,
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
your
survive.
turn.
All right. So
For the record,
these guys
there's
are
about-
coming.
Yeah, for the you have 3 snotlings that are starting to mount the starting to climb through the windows on the left. You've got about 2 that are climbing through on the right, and you have 4 in front of you scrambling over where you had your heavy gun in place moments before.
All right. In an effort to save our tech priest here, I'm going to suppressive fire at the ones trying to climb through the windows. So hopefully they like don't want to climb through the window anymore.
In a matter of
Okay.
self-defense, how badly does he have to roll to hit me?
So technically they're not engaged in melee with you. So unless he and then a critical fail is a weapon jam. So technically he can't, rules as written, hit you.
Cool.
Yep.
Technically, is the best Klee.
Yeah.
Says the priest.
The tech priest.
So this is
Right, important
no
distinction. You're correct.
short range, right? No aim.
And then suppressing fire, which is an additional -20.
And then do I have another negative because I didn't brace?
Yeah, I think that's another negative 20.
Negative 20. Okay, cool.
A lot of numbers.
All right. So they have to roll pinning, which I don't think they could possibly pass this. There's not enough of them.
Yeah, so just the fact that you're firing over there is enough, at least.
Oh, actually, you know what? That's even less because you're firing full auto. Yeah, no, they're all pinned, all of them. And then let's see if the squig, the good boy, is able to resist
Squeaky
this
Buddy
pinning.
can do it. Squeaky Buddy doesn't do it.
Yeah. I throw him
Like-
a chocolate bar.
He starts to run over the bodies. He's got this dramatic jump in front of him, and there's a hail of bullets is just showering everybody with bits of rockcrete as you shoot up your own defensive position. And the dog just goes. Huh?
I just want a thumbs up to Alexander, like, you got it, boy!
And you watch as like he's a big guy, right? Jort is not a small person. It's why they gave him the heavy weapon roll. But even he, with his large muscles, is just having his weapon go all over the place as he tries to control the recoil. He tries to suck it in at first. He even aims low, but it's not helping. It's
I don't know what you guys think that I'm doing. That I'm turning around and watching Jort when he's firing his gun. My eyes are out the window.
I thought he just had like an owl head. You can just turn it 180 degrees and it doesn't matter.
Again, you're assuming that I'm not watching the battlefield.
You got an eye on the
you
back
have
of your
like
head.
the
Nothing going
robo
on out
eye
there.
that comes out and looks over. And...
No, I didn't take the ocular implant. I'm just saying that I'm not like every 6 seconds watching one of you guys do something. I'm watching the wave of guys coming at my window.
Well, you see the bullets at least.
I'm constantly looking over my shoulder at our sergeant here, like, what do I do?
Ray gun, you are up.
Hey, I got another grenade. In fact, I have
Alrighty.
multiples of them, and there's still like a nice big clump of them over here with a good boy.
True.
So I'll roll the 100 to see if I just drop it. We're getting close.
Nice.
And then I'll roll damage.
Do it.
15. Another beautiful explosion on the other side.
Yeah, you watch as 3 snotlings as well as the squig just completely get wiped out by this blast.
There we go. One danger down. And
Alright,
that's my
meanwhile, the squigs are pinned. Let's see if the squig can power through it. No, he does not. The other squig is dead. The other ones are starting to run up. They'll be able to start moving over these corpses next turn. As you see these hound dogs starting to push their way past the corpses.
turn.
Their numbers are still pretty well damaged just from the shelling and the enemy fire. But their numbers are still significant enough to warrant being a threat.
Of course.
So wait, did the ice cream truck ever cross the hill?
The witch truck?
The ice cream truck.
The ice cream truck? No, the ice cream truck hasn't. They have all of the rockets prepped and ready to launch, but it doesn't seem as though they are doing that as of yet.
Right.
They
Just-
forgot all the ice cream.
Just the fins.
Exactly. Snotlings. The 3 that are still alive and not pinned, as they scramble through, right? You see all of them throw their grenades.
Oh no.
Which ones?
So-
I think these ones over here.
No, those are all dead. It's the ones directly in front of where
Oh,
Jordan
in
is.
front of us. Oh,
That's
fuck.
correct. And as they look, they take it. They can barely throw a meter, but it turns out that all 3 of them have grenades. As they take their sticks and they fling them at you, Jort.
What's the radius on
This is
that?
where I do my Steve Rogers.
The radius on this is 3 meters.
Oh, look at that.
Hey,
Exactly.
handy dandy. I might want to roll to dodge this.
So 3 meters on Jort.
Remember me how I live.
Well, before you guys do that, they still have to do their ballistic skill,
Oh yeah, we have to see where they land, huh?
which isn't. There's no way they can do this. Like
It's
it's point
chaos.
point
That's
blank,
what
so I
it
guess
is.
technically that's a 30.
There's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. So this doesn't work at all, as they all try to throw their grenades in various directions. Yeah. So, the good news for this scatter, they can't even throw it 10 meters. They
Yeah, to
can
be
only
fair,
throw
their
it 8
scatter
meters.
is basically the 90-degree angle that you have up already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, depending on how far it goes, it could end up on the other side of this barricade here.
So like the only
Assuming
issue
he's
with
in
the
center.
the only issue with the throwing of grenades is they don't have the strength to throw it more than like 2 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll a 1d5 for just hilarity's sake. Oh, it's a 1. They managed to throw it 1 meter back. So
So they're within a meter, and they throw it 1 meter forward, and comes back, and it's a 3-meter explosion.
So most as they get up to throw these grenades, they're not compensating for the fact that there is a ceiling above them. And as they get ready to throw the grenade, it just clink, and then just drops.
They're playing wall ball.
They
Oh,
look
no.
down for a second as they all detonate. Would you guys like to dodge? I think all of you should have a half move of 3 meters, which should be able to take you out of the blast radius if you succeed on the dodge.
Mm-hmm.
However, technically you don't benefit from the cover bonus.
Right, no bonus. Let's roll. All right,
Already
Ray
used
gun
that fate
dies.
point.
Ah,
Jorah, would you like to use your fate point?
Yeah, I think now would probably be a good time to do it.
I've already used mine.
Ha
Oh
ha!
my god.
Jorah, move yourself. As a matter of fact, I'll move you. You managed to dive just out of range of this. Actually, ray gun, you should only be getting hit by 2 of these.
Okay,
But you have 3 wounds left,
I-
right?
4 of them actually, but and if they do less than 7 damage, you know.
Ah!
Well, it's
You
working in your
managed to
favor.
soak 1.
Yeah, armor.
Not so much on the
Uh,
second one.
That one,
No.
not so much. Yeah, I believe that's 8 if I'm correct.
So 15. You have 7 armor, so you take 8
Mhm.
wounds. How many wounds do you have remaining?
4.
So you have 4, so you are now in critical 4, explosive to the...
Oh no.
Critical damage to 4.
Because I believe, what are they, negative... So 7...
Actually, yeah, if I'm remembering Warhammer right, they have to crit me out, isn't that right? Or
That's correct. So just
Yeah.
because you lose health doesn't mean you are actually dead. So you have 10 levels of critical wounds. Realistically, 7 and up are probably going to kill you.
Mhm.
But the funny thing is, different types of damage will have different critical effects depending on your ranking. Many of them could have you murdering everyone around you by accident.
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
Right. So it is
4 crit on explosive. There's got to be a fun table for this.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping it has the Warhammer. Make a roll and see what happens.
Oh, so you don't actually roll, which is good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's not so good. I love randomness.
That's already random by the damage I took.
Well, no, I mean like the D100 charts and everything. I always loved those. It was my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Blow your arm off. You know, those shit.
All right.
Which
So
limb do I lose?
so when it comes to determining the hit location, which is super important, right? Whatever was rolled, the percentile dice from the attacker's weapon skill or ballistic skill, you reverse it, right? So you were hit with a 74, so now it is a 47,
Yup,
which puts that strictly in the body.
Yup, sure does.
So I have a little Python thing because I hate looking everything up.
I agree.
So
What's
let me
also
just
on
type this in.
the it's also on the sheet. 31 through 70 is body.
Explosives, and this is body, and it is damage 4, correct?
That's right.
All right. So as these grenades go off, the first one you manage to duck under, and the blast mostly goes over you. And then you watch as the other grenade that hits off the top hits the ground and then rolls over and lands right next to your feet. You throw yourself as far out of the way as you can, but you don't clear the blast radius as it detonates, and that full blast wave hits you full in the chest. The power of the explosion rends flesh and bone with horrific result. The target must make a challenging, that's +0, toughness test, or suffer from blood loss and be stunned for 1 round.
Let's do some blood loss. So +0, correct?
That is correct.
Here we go. Blood loss champion.
What'd you roll?
3.3 successes.
That is fantastic, man. Congratulations.
Not bleeding to death.
That's good, because blood loss works like this. Normally it's if I roll a 10, then you die, right?
Mhm.
But that's no fun. So, what I like to do is I like to have you pick a number, and then I roll, and if I roll that number, then you die.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Was that like
Yeah,
in
I
I
like-
don't have
every?
to deal with it today.
That's like
'Cause
in
I have-
every round thing.
Every round, until the bleeding is stopped. And I don't believe you guys are equipped with suture kits, because that would give you a +30 to your Medicaid test.
Well, that's
Nope,
easy. You'll
not
just
at
pick
all.
11 every time.
So
Yeah.
thank God that you did not suffer from blood loss.
I mean, arguably, I believe I'm the smartest of us, but I don't deal in flesh.
Yeah. Well, I channeled
Except for your turn.
Sergeant Laszlo here and his brave whipping earlier in the day.
However,
I'm taking one for you, Sarge.
No matter what you do in the future, Sergeant Laszlo, you're gonna be remembered for the whipping.
Yep.
It's
so
been
Alexander,
like an hour.
Hero of
It is
Saint
your turn.
Germain, whip expert. Oh yeah, I guess I'll just throw out another grenade. Guess they're all over that window.
Yeah, how many more are left upon us in particular right now? I heard 16 earlier.
What?
no, because of all the grenades, there's only 3 left plus a squig.
I don't.
Oh,
I
Well,
just,
you
wonderful.
have 4
I
more
see
squigs.
a mass of them right here, so I'm assuming there's a bunch of them right
That
here.
is correct. Those 3 are all pinned. Also,
Well, it doesn't look like it dropped it at my feet, which is perfect.
roll 2d10s. Basically, anything above 5 is going to kill them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I just need to
two-
make sure they don't get in the window. That's all. I don't think ray gun would survive it.
I'm going to see if the good boy can get out of the way. I don't think he's going to do it.
I am down to
The only one with the dodge skill. Nope.
I am down to 2 frag grenades left.
So you've managed to use your frag grenades to slaughter all of these Gretchen, and you watch as there's just pieces hanging on the concertina wire. Well, what's left of the concertina wire from all of the kill cannons, or all the regular cannons that have been pummeling you thus far. But it looks as if the immediate threat is over, and as you have already said, you like peering out. You do see that there appears to be 4 squigs, these strange dog monstrosities, moving in your direction. There's other ones that are trying to move closer to the trench lines. However, they're getting picked off pretty easily as they run over the corpses of the snotlings.
Arguably, I don't like peering out. That's just where the threat is. I'm just peering out where the threat is. I'm not taking my eyes off of the danger.
Fair enough. Alrighty then, Sergeant Laszlo.
All right. They want me to stay on the radio, so half action.
You just fire from where you are, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Half action to stay on the radio and just report the situation as I see it, and fire on that squig there.
So actually, they're basically all dead.
Oh, they're all
I-
dead. So
Yeah,
let's
there's
try to
4
follow
incoming, but I assume they're at a further distance.
Here,
Let's
we'll just
follow
draw a nice little
Alexander's
green.
lead. And go for the ones that are like in this general direction. Cover.
Well,
my
for the
buddy.
most part, all of these guys that were threatening you are no more.
Oh,
Yeah, your team did very well with a excessive use of grenades.
You could just shoot
And it-
Laszlo in the back of the head.
well then.
And as a matter of fact,
But you are
since
Laszlo.
it is your
That'd be
turn,
awkward.
you just see a number of snotlings, the ones that are still alive, which is not many, just starting to fall back at this point.
They can't do
Most
that.
of them,
All right.
most of them are tangled up in the concertina wire, they're not making it very far.
I'm upset
But,
at their commanders for them. They can't do that.
And the funny thing is, it doesn't look like they're afraid. It just looks like they're confused. Like they walk up, they bump up against their dead friends. They sort of like nudge them, and they're like, and they just turn around and start wandering back.
All right. Well,
Completely
how about
oblivious
these
to all the
squids in the
shooting.
back there?
Sure. The ones in the back, I'll let you take a shot
All
at.
right. Yeah, they're within 30 meters. So I have single shot, 3-shot burst, and yes, that's
Yep.
it. So it's 3-shot burst of 4-round action,
Uh,
and single shot of 1
no, they're
half
all
action.
half actions.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. So let's do a 3-shot burst on that thing because it looks big and mean. Does that
Alright,
give
it is
me a
within range.
Does that give me any kind
Yeah,
of
so
negatives?
semi-automatic
to hit?
burst. So when you go into your character sheet and you select hit, if you select semi-automatic, which is the 3-round burst, it'll automatically add the -10 modifier to the roll for you.
Yeah, that's what range would this be for me? Long range or
It's just standard.
okay?
Yep.
Okay, and this is semi-auto.
That's correct. Just be
All right, I
sure to
just got to that point in the menu,
Alright.
and I did not shoot that well.
No, you take your you pull the trigger down, you let off 3-round burst. Just the angle of like your defensive works makes it really hard to shoot out anyway because of how low to the ground the squigs are. But you have definitely let them know that you dislike them, and I think that's really all anyone can hope for in times like these.
You know, Jort, your redneck accent, your inability to cook, all your failings as a person, and your biological presence. At least you could stand up for 4 hours without falling down, and you hit your targets and you shoot at them.
Right.
I feel
Inspiring.
like
I shot the wall pretty good too.
I'm just saying that amongst the living members or the organic members of my company, or the company I've been assigned to, I think that you're probably the least awful.
There you go. You need to give me some upgrades, Doug.
Well, lose an arm and we'll talk.
That could be arranged. Don't worry.
Yeah, it could. I mean, all you had to do is hold on to a grenade for longer than 4 seconds.
Alrighty then. The Gretchen guns have gone silent for the time being. And you do see that third wave is approaching. They should be here in about 2 turns. Jort, you are up.
So everybody else is kind of just leaving, right? Like all these guys over here. And...
You can basically assume that just about all of these snotlings are dead already. Either like
kind of look
some of them
at.
There are
tweaking, some of them
incoming
running around, but
squigs.
yeah, there are. However, all of the basically assume that all the dogs you can see that don't have a red line through them are in play,
Oh, okay. So the dogs are coming at us.
and you can hit 2 of them. You can only shoot at 1, but there are 2 that are within that 90-degree arc.
Yeah, does anybody remember those gigantic rubber balls that had a handle on them, and you would sit and bounce?
Yeah, bouncy balls. That's what they're called.
Imagine that without the torso of the rider, and that's a squig.
Yep.
All right. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah, and
come
a big
forward
muffin one.
again, and then I'll shoot. I guess towards this one over here on the right.
Alright. And you used your half action to deploy the bipod, correct? Because you had undeployed it previously.
That'd take my full turn then, right?
It would, yeah. I suppose you could just use a full action on one of them to try and compensate for the not having a braced fire.
Well, I moved forward so I could shoot through the window.
Is it an action for you to command your comrade to do something?
So it's actually the comrades have their own actions.
Why just mean can your comrade not like deploy a bipod for you?
If he actually, I think they can do the stabilization if he purchased that for his heavy weapon like special skill.
Oh, okay. I know my comrade. I have
Yeah.
to command him during my actions, so I didn't know how yours worked.
I didn't
Also-
purchase anything for my comrade.
What does it
Bear in
mean?
mind that you can just give comrades generic actions, like you can do volley fire, which automatically adds 5 to your ballistic skill.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, servitors don't do anything on their own. So
They do not.
nope.
But for the rest of you, for example, Raygun and Laszlo and Jort, you basically should always have a static +5 bonus to all of your attacks.
Or
Okay.
Good.
Sergeant Laszlo, just command your comrade to hold the button down and get up here.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
definitely allow that.
Well,
I'll do that.
okay.
My
I
turn
turn
comes.
around to our sergeant here, and I'm like, Sarge, what do you want me to do?
Kick every ass that presents itself.
All right. I turn and look at Reagan since you're the closest.
No.
Sarge,
Okay, I
we're
guess
all
let's
from the
do
same
weapons.
planet. Where did he get his accent?
I imagine
gosh,
the
he's been a
woods
change
in the back.
infiltrator the whole time.
We were all cloned from the
No, he
same
came
stock.
from dropped on the Headlandia. He came from dropped on the Headlandia. That's a city like over in the south somewhere.
Yeah, boom in the head. Yeah,
They called it the bumfuck nowhere.
yeah, I'm familiar with them and the trademark dish of the possum strudel. All right, you hit twice, bud. Roll your damage. Well
Alright.
done.
No, get them.
An 8. Oh, alrighty then. So that's your first hit. You don't really need a second one. As this squig is running across the field, you hit it and you literally just blow the back legs right off of it. It starts crawling. It continues to try and crawl towards you with its front legs, but it just bleeds out, leaving a bloody mess for about 1.5 meters behind it.
I thought twigs were bipedal.
Can
Not
I
These ones are different.
still shoot this one with my extra shot, or is he too far away?
Yeah, so I think if they're within 2 meters, you can do that, but I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
okay,
they're
yeah.
further than 2
Then I'll just shoot his other legs. Fuck that dog.
Yeah, you just continue shooting his body. Get it!
Yeah, it's a scene
Make
from the
sure that
beginning
you're
of RoboCop.
subtracting. Yeah, make sure that you're subtracting 6 rounds for every attack you've done so far.
Yeah. So I'm at 42 in my clip right now.
That is correct. Alrighty then. Next up, ray gun. let
Okay,
me-
well, we got like another squig over here, and that's like 20 meters for a target.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I can definitely half aim on this. Does that count as short range or point blank?
This should be short range. Point blank is only if they're within 3 meters.
Okay, and now that we've clarified that I have a friend, my companion helping me all the time, that evens out the custom grip, so I don't have to worry about that. That's good.
Exactly.
And I could choose either standard or semi-auto. I haven't hit yet, but if I hit, I can kill this thing. So I'm going to go semi-auto.
Okay.
And no additional modifiers after that.
None that you know of.
Hey, 1.9 successes on
Awesome.
semi-auto.
Semi-auto?
Yup.
You have managed to hit him once. You were 1 point away from hitting him twice.
Let's see. Well, I'm just trying to like do the calculation on it. Wouldn't like 0 to 0.9 count as a hit?
So
So then once you go
Literally-
over 1,
literally
then
0.
that's the second hit, right?
that's for full auto. Semi-auto requires 2 degrees of success for every hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
2. There we go. Okay. So
Full
well, I do
degrees,
hit
I
at
guess.
least once.
And there are talents that will just automatically grant you extra hits on semi-auto, which
Well-
is nice, but
Oh well, I already hit him, so now time to do some damage. 12.
nice. Yeah, you wing him right in the side, and you injure him pretty good, but he's still moving.
Okay.
Actually, hold on a second. 12. Let me just double check.
Yeah, might just be
Toughness
just barely.
4. That is literally exactly what you need. Never mind.
Oh.
You wing
wonderful.
him. He keeps running for a few feet, and then he just sort of stops, and just starts pawing at his chest for a second, and then just flops over. Dead.
Yeah, and I'm just like aiming on for another round. It's like, oh, okay. It's almost like they have emotion or something, these Xenos. Alright, well, that's my whole turn.
That would
Impossible.
require that
Xenos
they have
can't
souls.
feel. Yeah. You listen to our sergeant, he knows what he's talking about.
So squig turn. They squiggle.
Wiggle-la-dee-da. Alrighty then. Where the fuck did I go? There we go. Squigs. Alright, the squigs are gonna make their advance.
By the way, our cannons are still firing, right?
It's just a constant mortar. The basilisk can't fire unless it's given coordinates. And considering one Auspex was taken out completely, you guys are the only ones left, and
Right. It's basically up to either Jimmy or Alexander to spot something, and then the commander to tell something.
Right? No, sorry. I just meant I know their cannons have stopped. I was wondering if ours were still going. Vis-a-vis the background audio we have playing.
Yes, it is a constant barrage from your mortars. Because they're still advancing armies.
Right. I just remembered it's their cannons had stopped. I was wondering if ours was still going.
Yep, yours are still going. The only thing that isn't going is the basilisk that you have in support. Alright. That's them. Snotlings are gone, so I'm just going to remove them from the order. Alexander, you're up.
Second wave of Snotlings doesn't count.
What's that?
I thought you said there was a second wave of Snotlings coming up.
Those are actually Gretchen.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I guess, target this horse dog over here.
Alright, you take a shot at the hog.
Yeah, half aim. I don't get the +5 because servitors don't act that way. This is short range, right?
That is correct.
Standard. Does this say a -10 on this guy for his size, or no?
No.
So I have the +10.
For the MIU, correct.
Yep. And of course, this is overload because I never turned it off overload.
Alrighty. Whew. Good shot. Roll damage.
Very nice.
Sorry, I was marking off on clip. Not great. 8 damage, 2 pen.
8 damage to pen. Alrighty then. Noted.
Alright, and then if he's still
He
up,
is-
the ballistic
He is still
mechadendrite.
up.
Yeah.
Take your shot.
Let's see. Not aimed. Short range. Standard. +10. Yeah, that ballistic mechadendrite has not hit anything this whole time.
As of yet.
It's a bad mechadendrite. Bad! Sprayed
Sergeant
it.
Laszlo.
Yes. Let us call Braun and have him work the radio. And
Braun comes up. What type of accent should Braun have?
Hungarian.
How do you imagine Braun? He's a cook.
Totally Hungarian.
Hungarian? Alright. You're gonna get generic Eastern European. Enjoy.
Yeah, it's like some sort of Slavic.
Right.
That's where I
don't-
picked the name Laszlo from.
You see, Braun takes and is like, what do you want? I don't know how to use this.
Commissar! I heard the commissar!
Press this, talk into this. Excuse me, and then shoot this.
You hear in the background, yes, this is Sergeant Laszlo. Hello, how are you? I am fine. We are living still.
Oh, it's the laugh that makes it.
The little ones' bombs have gone away. It's good news.
is a news, yeah. But you get the opportunity to take your shot. I'm gonna say at this close, you would actually have to move up to the edge in order to shoot down onto the enemy. At this angle,
Oh,
yeah.
So I would have to move.
So you would have to move.
All right, I'm moving here to protect my wounded friend,
Probably a good idea.
and that's 2 half actions taken up by doing all that. So I guess I'm done.
Right. How far is that? Yeah. So you move into position. Jort, you are up.
All right. Shit. Who's left? Just these guys over here.
Basically, it's just the squig hounds that you're seeing.
All right. I'll shoot this one this time.
All right. And you
Um,
still are not braced, correct?
No, yeah, my bipod's still folded.
Good oak.
Do you want me to move over here, or can I shoot from where I am?
You are right up on the edge of this, so I'd say if you rotate, that should still be within the arc, so you're fine.
Cool. Okay. All right. So I guess half action aim, short range, full auto, and then oh wait, no, I guess it wouldn't be half aim because I'd use my half action to brace. Yeah, so no aim. +5 for the homies.
All right, you hit once.
All right, now get
See if
them.
Squiggy can do anything good. Yeah,
Nice.
you just disintegrate this poor dog. The explosion catches him right in the mouth, and like the top half of his head is gone. You can still see the bottom jaw for a few seconds before it just collapses like a puppet with strings cut.
Put that on the keychain.
Oh yeah. All right, ray gun.
All right, so there's one remaining squig to shoot, I believe, and it's
Technically
right in front of
two.
me, isn't it?
There's technically two. There's one to your right and one to your left.
Okay, I'll take the one on the right, I suppose.
Okie doke.
Okay, what distance am I looking at? I am
Standard.
half aiming.
Actually, this might be. Yeah, this should be short range for you because you have an actual M36.
Okay, so still good there. Short range. I am going to still semi-auto because I'm a fool who will never change his ways.
That's fair. There's something to be said about
and-
consistency.
Special note, I'm going to remember I have +5 because of ballistics training.
There you go.
There we go. This might actually matter. And it
All
really
right.
does. That is
You hit
2
twice.
hits then. Yeah, so let's do it. So we got damage 1 and damage 2. The first one will already kill it.
Yep,
You're
there
making
you
me proud
go.
of you.
But the
Yeah.
second one really makes sure it stays dead. And after all, isn't that what
Yeah.
matters?
Yeah, unless there's a secondary target nearby, but in which case, still good.
All
yeah, ray
right.
gun doing work.
This squig is going to charge the tech priest. It runs over the bodies of all of its fallen friends just hanging from the concertina wire, leaps through, and opens its wide mouth to try and tear at what it presumes to be a throat.
So many wires in the way.
It's like you're clearly a nasty, tasteless machine.
I mean, imagine the worst wire control you have on the back of your PC right now, and that's what's coming right out of my throat.
Yeah, just absolutely horrific.
It lunges at you. Would you like to try and dodge?
I can't. I don't have any reaction.
Oh, that's right. You used your reaction.
Mhm.
Good call. You take 15 points of damage as it bites into your torso.
Well,
again.
that's only 4 damage, so.
All right.
Have
It's
a
just-
lot of armor.
It's just sitting there. It's latched on to your midsection and is trying to tug you back outside. It's not having much effect.
Well, thank God I'm next.
You are next.
I'm pretty sure this counts as point blank range.
So, it's interesting. It is point blank ranged, but you're also firing while in melee, which is a -20.
I am question. Well, it's still a
Except
plus
for your
10
pistol.
overall.
At +10, yeah.
Right. It's still +10. Your pistol, though, does not suffer from that penalty because it is a pistol.
Let's see, doing the math on the
Even
clip.
better, it's perfect.
So that puts me at 48 left.
That reminds me, I think I gotta change mine.
So you're saying it would be a -20, but it's not a -20?
For your pistol only.
Which wall? Oh, you mean the ballistic mechadendrite?
Correct.
Right. Okay. So first with the las gun though. So half aim,
Joke.
point blank, standard. -20, +10, so -10. Ah, damn. First miss. Alright, then the ballistic mechadendrite. Oh, 17 shots left.
Right, which ought to hit.
Oh, it's never hit, so thank you for the jinx.
Hey, just gotta keep that pattern going.
Let's see.
But hey,
No
you
aim.
don't get the aim, but you do get a +30 because it's point
Point
blank.
blank. Standard. Plus... 10?
Nothing. Just
No, the...
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was just... For some reason I thought there was something else. I think I was just throwing shit in my mind.
Mhm.
Ah, the first time ever!
all right. Roll your damage.
6.
Oh.
Penetrating 2. I mean, I've shot this one before. I don't know if...
So it's pen of 2, and then 4. Oh, but it's 6 because you are firing on the
Overload.
overcharge.
Yeah, overload. Yeah, overcharge is only +1s. Overload is +2s.
Gotcha. So it had 8 health remaining. It soaks 4. So yeah, it is still up. It's not looking good though.
Disappointing.
Yeah, you've been rolling relatively low, sadly.
Yeah.
But you did shoot it, and it does look very hurt.
First hit with the ballistic commander, then... Bleh. That's right, I can't talk either. It's ripped out my throat.
Forgive you.
That's okay. It only ripped out the organic pieces that were remaining. You still got the box. You're
Yeah,
fine.
perfect. I can replace those later.
Perfecto. Alrighty then. Next up is Sergeant Laszlo again. You look over and you see your tech priest being mauled rather ineffectively by a potentially 2-legged, but is definitely 4-legged dog.
Oh, that's even nastier. Twice the claws. So let's do a half action aim and single shot. And
Bear
try
in
to
mind-
redeem myself.
Bear in mind, you are shooting into melee, which is a 20-point penalty.
All right,
So,
I apply
and if
I'll
you-
just apply it. Right.
Correct. And if you miss by a degree of failure or less, you're going to shoot your tech priest.
Would it be
You have
okay
a
if
sword.
I walked into melee with melee? I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have. So you should have a bunch of different movement rates, Sergeant Laszlo. But your charge, hopefully, if it's 12, you'll be within range to attack.
Charge at 9.
And their charge is 9. So
Oof.
sadly no. But yeah, no. I guess all you can do is shoot. You can definitely run into melee with it, but about it.
We'll be ready
to
for
be
later,
fair,
I guess.
I go soon, so I can help him out.
Throw a grenade.
All right.
It's true. The grenade probably won't hurt him that bad.
Oh yeah. Let's get into melee range and try and get his attention somehow.
All right, you run up there, readying your sword, ready to bisect this poor thing as the Gretchens continue to advance. Which reminds me, now that they can actually open fire on these poor guys. Righty then. Noted. Wow, these Gretchens are getting fucked. There might not be many Gretchens for you to fight by the end of this. They're moving as best they can, but it is not looking good. But yes, who's up next? Oh, the Gretchen, they're still not firing their cannons. The def guns have fallen silent, ironically enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like the Gretchens themselves aren't even really, between the mortar fire, just randomly scattering across the area. It seems like this might be the tail end of the charge. Jort, you're up.
Alright, so if this is the tail end of the charge, and it doesn't look like any of these Gretchens are gonna cause problems, I'll
Throw a grenade.
Well, do you want me to throw a grenade or do you want me to stab that wolf in the throat?
So technically, if you go into melee, you are all considered ganging up. You would have a +20 to your attack because you outnumber it 3-1.
Would that not still be a charge, though?
Yeah, which would also give you a +20.
I mean, is he in range to charge? I don't remember why.
Yeah. Yeah, Jort should be definitely within range to charge.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
yeah, he's
my
only like
charge
6
is
meters.
So I think I phased out for a second as to why Laszlo didn't kill this thing.
Oh, because he had to waddle up there.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
too slow.
Okay, I thought he was in the same range that Jort was.
I
That's-
could have made the charge, he couldn't.
Yeah, he was literally like a meter away from being able to hit the thing.
Got it. I thought we were in the
Well,
same range.
I guess I'll refer my turn to our Sarge again and be like, Sarge, you want me to stab him with my pig sticker?
Stick him in the importance.
All right, boy.
He's turned from the general to an old southern lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you squeal like a pig, boy.
No, that's West
Stab
Virginia,
him
and that's
in the
different.
Different part of the Appalachians.
We're just traveling all over the country here.
So I
Yeah.
assume no aim with my knife.
No.
No,
No,
but you
okay.
have plus 40
Makes
total
sense.
because of charge and ganging up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just when
Gang,
you
gang.
go through all of it, it's still a standard attack, and then just add 20 at the end.
Right, because
Charge.
charge is a
Makes
full
sense.
action.
Yep. Oh. Yeah, you stick it in the back, and your knife barely gets through its skin.
This is the luckiest of these things. It's taking all the low damage hits.
Yeah, Raygun, would you like to charge into melee?
You know, I'm looking at this, I'm going, it's kind of crowded over there, and there's only one thing threatening us right now. Just this one guy.
Everything else has been murdered pretty
Throw a
fast.
I'm
grenade.
pulling out the Auspex.
Throw a grenade!
I assume I had to leave my gun over here.
did?
It's just chilling against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna roll awareness and see what I can spot. Hopefully I can help spot out that tank and get good cords.
Throw a grenade and you can be in charge of the entire
not.
platoon.
You pick up the Auspex and you turn it on, and like you're looking at it and like, oh, I figured it out. And you realize the screen is frozen. You're like, why is the screen frozen? As you turn it over on the other side, you see there's a piece of shrapnel sticking through the back of your Auspex.
Oh,
You're like,
I
fuck.
wonder when that happens.
It's like, oh goddamn! You take it out, you look at it, it seems fine.
It'll keep working.
All right, Squigs. The Squig is going to attempt to eat the Tech Priest more.
Again.
See what happens. It's just gonna go all out. It doesn't even worry about dodging. It's
I
just.
mean, I said
Makes sense.
I'm dedicated to the AdMech. If I die here today, another me will replace me.
Given the damage it does, you're still fine for 3 more rounds.
Yeah,
Another 15.
another 4 damage.
Alright, you take
Anyone
another-
else totally dead right now.
Yep.
You
thing is-
you don't care.
You can see the Squig. It doesn't have a lot of intelligence, but even it's starting to realize that something's wrong. Like it crunches down again and begins tearing, and it's sort of like cocking its head, like there's no blood here. Like, what is this? Starts taking its head. It's really just tearing a hole in your
Well,
cloak.
I'm really glad that I turned off my pain receptors, is what I'm saying. Turned off the nerve network, so I can't tell when anything is damaged.
Yeah, you're sure it's fine. Sergeant Laszlo.
Wait, you passed me up. You skipped me.
Oh, sorry. Alexander.
I was like, wait a second, I am after the squigs. And
Dead man walking here.
I guess I'll go with the las gun first.